Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also, share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like watching and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. Woo! Got their extensions done. They are going to be Jets for years to come. First off, I want to give a round of applause, okay, to the Jets general manager, Darren Moogie, all right, getting this done, keeping guys that need to remain in a Jets uniform in a Jets uniform. Salutes to the staff, salutes to the Jets general manager, salutes to Aaron Glenn as well. All right? They've said from the jump, we're coming in, we're identifying guys, okay, that need to remain here, and we're going to take care of business. And that's exactly what they did, all right? Now, there was some concern, especially after they said, hey, we're going to get their contracts done, you know, after this and after that, after free agency, after the draft. There was some concerns that they wouldn't be able to get these guys, you know, extended. But here we are. They got Sauce and Garrett Wilson's deal done, and we're going to get into it. I know I've been away for a little bit. Life is amazing. I'm doing great things. We'll get back to the shows in just a little bit, okay? We'll get back to the shows, trust me. But we're going to talk about this content. Now, Sauce Gardner, okay? Sauce Gardner signed a 4-year deal with the New York Jets, $120 million, okay? 120.4 to be exact. Whoo, baby. Sauce getting to the bread, okay? Hey, we can say a lot of things about Sauce Gardner, but we can't say he broke, okay? We can't say that, all right? $85.6 million of that is guaranteed. That is fully guaranteed, all right? The average salary that he's going to be making per year is $30.1 million. Now, with that, that makes him the highest paid cornerback in the league, all right? Whew. I am so glad the Jets got this done. I'm so glad. We know, like, come on, man, it's Sauce Gardner, right? Sauce is Defensive Rookie of the Year, Pro Bowler. He's been an All-Pro. Sauce has been phenomenal. And yes, he didn't have the greatest year last season, but he was still better than most of the corners in the league. And we know that when Sauce is on, right? When Sauce is Sauce, right? We've seen it. He clearly is the best corner in the league. I still think he is the best corner in the league, hands down, even coming off of a year that was a little shaky, okay? But we know that Sauce is phenomenal. And he's done great things here, and he's been a guy that has talked about wanting to remain a Jet. I remember one time he was talking to the media. He told them flat out, if somehow, this was before the contract, if somehow, things don't shake out and I don't stay with the Jets, I end up going somewhere else, and they end up turning it around or get good, I'm going to be the Jets' #1 hater. He said if the Jets, start turning things around and I'm not here, I'm going to be the =1 hater for the New York Jets, okay? Now, keep in mind, he still has 2 years remaining on his rookie year deal, okay? And with this extension, he's here through 2030, okay? So this was a great move by the New York Jets, all right? Now, we also know that it's a great move because Sauce is the only shutdown corner here with the Jets. The corner on the other side, Stevens, there's still some questions about him, okay? Me personally, I know we got him in free agency. I'm wondering if he's really up to the task to be, the guy over there. But we know that Sauce is going to take care of business. And I believe that the future plans, especially within this defense that Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilkes is bringing here, is Sauce is going to be the guy that's going to be on the best wide receiver no matter where he goes. I think they're going to move Sauce around and have him traveling. I think that Sauce is going to cover the best guy week in and week out, okay? And that's why you pay a guy this type of money, all right? And we know that when Sauce is Sauce, he can do that. He's a guy that shuts guys down. So I love him getting the extension and staying here with the New York Jets. Point blank, period. This is great for the Jets secondary. Now, yes, we got Michael Carter II. We got some young guys coming up in the secondary. But Sauce is a dog, bro. Sauce is that guy. So I'm hyped about this. So salutes again to the Jets general manager getting this done. Sauce is staying a Jet. Now we're going to talk about Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson just signed a deal. 4 years, $130 million. $90 million of that is guaranteed. Bruh, these dudes is getting paid, bruh. These dudes get paid, and they deserve it. They deserve it, okay? Now, that's over, right? Over $31 million. It's $32.5 million he's going to average per year as far as salary. Whew. Garrett Wilson, man, it's been a winding road with Garrett Wilson, okay? First off, Garrett Wilson has been phenomenal since he's been here. We all know that. It doesn't matter what quarterback he's had, he's going to have over 1,000 yards, right? It was Zach Wilson and Mike White and just a host of names. Trevor Siemian was his quarterback at one point. It was a lot of things going on, and it didn't matter who was throwing him the ball. He was going to make a play, okay? And then we continued on, and we went through the stuff with Aaron Rodgers, where we all thought things were going to be one way, and they turned out to be the other. There's a lot of rumors swirling about Garrett Wilson having issues with Aaron Rodgers, just constantly targeting, Devontae Adams and not really seeing him within the offense. And there was a lot of stuff that he talked about publicly as well, not liking the Jets' offensive play calling, not feeling like he was being utilized effectively within the play calling pretty much the entire time he's been here, not just, with Aaron Rodgers and the offensive staff that was brought in with him. So here we are, man, right? At one point, a lot of people thought that Garrett Wilson was going to request a trade to get out of here, to not be a New York Jet anymore. There was a lot of rumors swirling about that. And so to go from that to where we're at right now, where this guy is going to be a Jet through 2030, it's a beautiful thing to see. Garrett Wilson is the weapon. He's a complete weapon. He's one of the top wide receivers in all of the league, right? He can do everything. Guy can go up and get the ball. He's great after the catch as well. He can really get goals. He's got speed on him. We saw that one-handed catch that he made that is everywhere, nowadays, where he got the shin down and was able to get a touchdown. Garrett Wilson is a phenomenal wide receiver. You look at the New York Jets wide receiver core, he's like the only guy. There's questions up and down after Garrett Wilson, but we know that Garrett Wilson can handle business. So this was beautiful. It was beautiful to get him locked in. I really like this. Here's a guy that is a franchise-changing wide receiver. I really do believe that he is. But we've got to continue to find a way. And especially, again, with this new offense, with Inglestrand coming in here, I really want to see how he utilizes Garrett Wilson. I want to see a lot of different things with Garrett Wilson so he could be out there getting the ball in his hands so that he can make plays. I think that's been one of the biggest issues here, offensive play calling, okay? And I'm hoping that gets sealed up with Aaron Glenn and his new staff here. Okay? Now, let me tell you something. Locking in these two young guys, it sets a standard, man. It sets a statement here with the New York Jets. Let me tell you something, man. Locking in these two young guys sets a statement here with the New York Jets, okay? It sets a statement. That's the most beautiful thing about all of this. It sets a statement, right, to the rest of the young guys in the locker room. If you take care of business, if you come here and you work hard, if you play to the wall, if you keep your nose clean, don't get no drama or no nonsense, you will be rewarded. You will be given a contract. We are not afraid to pay guys that are making plays, okay? If you show up on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, whenever the Jets are going to play, if you're showing up consistently and you're taking care of your business and you're taking care of your assignment, you will be rewarded and kept a Jet. And that's going to fuel a lot of young guys to run through a wall for this coaching staff and for this franchise. This is also a part of the culture change that we talk about all the time too, right? And we always talk about that. The New York Jets, we need guys to buy in. This is how you get guys to buy in. You show them. These are homegrown guys. We didn't get them from somewhere else. They didn't come from, some other football team. No, we drafted these guys, okay? Garrett Wilson was drafted here. Sauce was drafted here, okay? In the same draft. And they can turn around and look at these young guys and say, hey, listen, I was in the same shoes that you were in at one point. I came in, I didn't know left from right or up from down. I listened to my coaches. I went out there, I studied my book, I watched my film, I lifted my weights. I kept myself together, and I went out there and took care of business every time we played. And look where I'm at now. I got over $100 million worth of a contract. I'm getting money, okay? So this is a big deal, man. This is a big deal. And I really like this move, and I'm glad the New York Jets were able to get these two young guys signed. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this signing, okay? Or these signings, excuse me. How do you feel about Garrett Wilson, Sauce Garner, getting to the bag and being New York Jets for years to come? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.